Hello, my name is Corrie Ainley, and I am here to share a little word with you from Daniel chapter 6. I've been thinking about Daniel, and I feel like he's my new friend right now. So I wanted to share a little bit about him. He was a very smart guy. He was skilled and he was trained in the king's palace, and because he had an excellent spirit in him, God blessed him and used him in so many different ways. And one of the things that stuck out to me was in Daniel chapter 6. And it said in verse 3, he was distinguished above him, or he distinguished himself above the governors because an excellent spirit was in him. The king gave thought to setting him over a whole realm. So because of his relationship with God, he was set apart. And I'm challenged in my own heart to say, am I set apart? Am I seeking God with my whole heart? Am I taking time to be with him? And Daniel gives us a little hint of how he did this. Verse 10, it says, 3 times a day he prayed and gave thanks before his God, as it was his custom since his early days. And so this was his habit. He spent time with God. And in the last few months, I did the emotional, healthy spirituality class, or emotional, anyways, EHS they call it for short. Anyways, they was talking about spending time with God and being quiet before him. And before, quiet time just kind of was like a Christianese word, like I've had my quiet time today, but I wasn't always quiet in the quiet time. So now I'm just being challenged, like my prayer life, to also have a listening life, not just a talking life with God. And so I wanted to encourage all of us today, because there's a lot of noise in the world and a lot happening to try to digest. And I just keep coming back to time with Jesus, time with Jesus, time with Jesus. So I just wanted to encourage you to spend time with Jesus. And I prayed that you would be quiet before him and to soak him in. And in Daniel chapter 6, most of us are probably familiar, Daniel in the lion's den. So the people that he worked with, they didn't like him. They were against him. And they were telling the king, hey king, let's set up a decree that if you pray to somebody else beside you, they go in the lion's den. And this didn't deter Daniel from praying. He kept praying 3 times a day. And so he was caught. And then the king was dismayed because he didn't want his really smart Daniel guy to be thrown in the lion's den. But he had been prepared and spent time with God, so he was like, okay, this is what I gotta do, I'm gonna do it. And God made a way for him through this lion's den. So maybe you're feeling like there's a lion's den in your life that you just aren't gonna be able to get through. I encourage you to spend time with God, to be praying, to be with him, and he'll make a way. And Daniel didn't die in the lion's den. God shut the mouths of the lions, and the king was overjoyed and was so excited about it. So, takeaway, let's spend time with God. Quiet time. Let's listen, let's pray. And in James chapter 5:16, it says, the prayers of a righteous man avail much. So, keep praying. We're going to make changes. Hope you have a great day, and thank you so much.